Assalamu alaikum friends. Today we will study about polycythemia, what is meant by the word polycythemia and what are the reasons behind this disease. This is not always disease, this can be physiological, but again this can also be pathological. Now we will study what is this polycythemia. Polycythemia means that there are extra RBCs in your blood, in your circulation. We know the normal hematocrit is about 45% usually, and about 60% or 55% is plasma. But in this case there will be increased hematocrit. We know that normal number of RBCs is usually 4 to 5 million, but again in case of polycythemia there will be 6 to 7 million per cubic millimeter. Whenever there is increased amount of RBCs inside your circulation, the disease will be called as polycythemia. The condition will be called as polycythemia. And now this condition can be physiological and can also be pathological. What is physiological polycythemia? The second name of physiological polycythemia is secondary polycythemia, which is a normal condition, it's not pathological, not any disease. So secondary polycythemia is physiological polycythemia. Here the hematocrit is increased because of extra number of RBCs, which are about 6 to 7 million per cubic millimeter, in contrast to 4 to 5 million per cubic millimeter in case of normal. Increased hematocrit, increased number of RBCs. Why there is increased number of RBCs? The reason behind increased number of RBCs is hypoxia. When there is hypoxia, usually when we are at high altitudes, there will be less oxygen partial pressure. This will causes the condition of hypoxia inside the body, and then this hypoxia will lead to the process which is called hematopoiesis. Hematopoiesis will cause the increased number of RBCs. What should be the height at which the hypoxia can be observed? This is about 14,000 to 17,000 feet. At this height, because of low partial pressure of oxygen, the body will be hypoxic, and the hypoxic tissues will causes the erythropoietin hormone to release, and then erythropoietin hormone from the kidneys will cause the process hematopoiesis inside our bone marrow, inside our hematopoietic tissues, which can lead to increased number of RBCs, and this condition is called secondary polycythemia. Now move towards the pathological polycythemia. What is pathological? Pathological means it's a disease, it's not normal. So second name of pathological polycythemia is erythemia. We can also say it erythemia, and we can also call it polycythemia vera. Polycythemia vera or erythemia is a pathological condition in which there is 7 to 8 millions per cubic millimeter of RBCs. And what is the reason? Here the reason was hypoxia. Now here the reason is genetic aberration, that there is some mutation, there is some genetic problem inside our hematopoietic cell, which are responsible for cells production. Whenever there is mutation, whenever there is genetic aberration, the cells will divide again and again. The cell will divide again and again at unlimited rate, like a tumor. What happens in the tumor? In a tumor, a cell divides continuously without any restriction, without any observing any body's condition. The cell divides continuously. Here also the RBCs divides continuously without any you can say without any condition like hypoxia. Here the cause is actually genetic aberration, that there is production of large amount of RBCs, like the tumor produced in breast cancer. So this is the condition in which there is genetic aberration of hematopoietic stem cells, and which can lead to the increased number of RBCs, which can lead to the 7 to 8 million times. Now obviously there are large number of RBCs, there will be increased hematocrit percentage. In case of normal, the hematocrit is 45% and 55% is plasma. But in this case, in the case of polycythemia vera, hematocrit will be 60 to 70%. And because blood is very thick, because of large number of RBCs, so the viscosity of the blood also increases 3 to 10 times of water. Here our circulatory system becomes intensely engorged. Why? Because there is so many RBCs inside the circulation that the whole circulation gets engorged. So this is the condition of polycythemia vera. These were the two conditions, which one was the physiological and other was the pathological, and this is the difference between both of them. And this was the topic from Guyton.